Dallas Mavericks. Let's talk Dallas Mavericks. You know, brand new team. As I mistakenly just said, they drafted Doncic with the 3rd pick. And now he is a Dallas Maverick. They still have Dennis Smith Jr. from last year. They brought back J.J. Barea. They brought back Yogi Ferrell. They added DeAndre Jordan. I even think that and they also re-signed Devin Harris. So this Dallas Mavericks team, they were terrible. Oh yeah, they also have Wesley Matthews. I actually beat you in a couple games at 2K with the Mavericks.
Gee, you and Luka got some crazy thing going on,
bro.
You just don't mess with that man.
Hey,
I don't know who made Luka Doncic for on the new rosters on 2K.
I mean the new fake rosters on 2K.
Fake rosters on 2K18. On 2K18,
yeah,
but
yeah. 2K19 coming soon. We still gonna put up 2K videos on the channel. I'm gonna try. I figure why not. I mean, if I can upload them every week, I'll do it. If I can't, then whatever. But like, and all you people out there, stop complaining. Just watch the goddamn game, okay? We put the music in the background because do you really give a shit about what CGI computer game Reggie Miller and Doris Burke are saying? And they're like, we want to hear you commentate. No, you don't, because when we was putting the videos up, when we was commentating, y'all wasn't watching them.
I want y'all to watch it like it's a playlist, man. Like, treat it like it's a playlist that you just turn on and like watch people play and listen to good music.
Exactly. But Luka Doncic on that little fake roster is crazy. He be going crazy, and I got a great shot release with him. Looking at this Mavericks team, you know, coming off their season last year, obviously it was a rough season. Dirk came back. He's coming back for his 21st year. Dirk is still projected to be in a starting lineup. So that starting lineup is gonna somewhat look probably like this: like Dennis Smith Jr., either Wesley Matthews at the 2 or Luka Doncic at the 2. Harrison Barnes at the 3, Dirk at the 4, DeAndre Jordan at the 5. I'm not upset with that personally. I think that they should do it. I mean, what they should do with their lineup is have Dennis Smith Jr. start Wesley Matthews, Luka Doncic at the 3, Harrison Barnes at the 4, DJ at the 5. I think that'll give them the best opportunity to be able to run with teams. I love Dirk, but Dirk move about as fast as my grandmama does. And she dead.
Gee, I saw that.
Dirk legs look.
Bro, did you see that video that JJ Barea put up when like Dirk like pump faked and went to the rim and like dunked? It was the slowest thing I've ever seen in my life, bro. It looked like it hurt that man to walk. Yeah, exactly. Shout out Dirk. I was watching old Dirk footage.
No, Dirk is a
Dirk like the thing. Gee, Dirk was hooping Tim Duncan to the moon.
He always was.
I think it was 2006 or 7. Every time
they went to
Game 7 in the semifinals, he was hooping.
Somebody they went to the finals versus the Heat.
He was hooping Tim Duncan clean to the moon.
He hooped LeBron James and Chris Bosh to the moon in 2011.
Let's be fair.
No, he come on. You're not going to diminish Dirk. He was averaging like 27.
Look, I'm not. But look,
don't
I went
do
back.
this.
No, look, I went back and watched.
Everybody say I've been too angry the last episode. I'm very subdued. Don't do this. Don't do this.
Real quick.
Don't do this.
Real quick. I went back and watched most of that series. D Wade was on the same level as Dirk in that series for most of the series, and then.
What you mean? D Wade was a top 5 player. He should have been.
Okay, that's fine. Okay.
D Wade, my favorite player of all time. D Wade was a top 5 player until 2012, and then that's when I officially was like, all right, this is his last run.
Nah, it was top 5 player until
2012. Because in 2013, that's when he kind of fell out of it a little bit. That's when like KD and the Russell started to really like come up there. Exactly.
The knees started acting up.
Exactly. That's when he
started missing games. LeBron didn't know until he got to the arena.
No, that's when people started calling him Knee Wade.
Knee Wade. Nah, bro. Like this man.
We gotta come up with a name for old man Dirk. Like we gotta come up with a name for like old Dirk. Like Hurt Dirk. No, he only. That's also like that's also one of the most like mind blowing things about Dirk throughout NBA history is that he very rarely gets hurt.
What does he do to get hurt?
No, but that's what I'm saying. He is a modicum of consistency. Yeah. Like year in, year out, he is playing games. He is shooting well from every spot on the floor. He is not taking too many shots. He is at least giving you 7 to 10 rebounds a year. And you know he not playing no defense, so have somebody out there on the floor that can help that man out.
Dirk wasn't out there for defense. Help that man, G. Help that man.
Although I will say Dirk got a lot of slack in the mid 2000s for his defense, but nobody was out there really dropping bombs on Dirk.
I mean, because you got to guard that man at the other end.
But that's the point,
sure it take a lot of effort to guard that man.
But that's what I'm saying. That's the point. So although Dirk has never been I look at Dirk like
he's still 7 feet.
No. I put it like this. I look at like Dirk and like a Steph Curry for his position. Like he might not be great, but he was serviceable.
He's still 7 feet. Like if he do this, like it ain't like
he was serviceable.
You know what I'm saying?
So I think he'll be serviceable for this team. I'm looking at this team. I'm gonna go out on a limb this year actually for this team, and I'm gonna say that the Dallas Mavericks win 34 games.
That's not really.
And honestly, actually, you know what? I take that back. Mavericks are gonna. I think this year there will be a push between the 8th seed and the 11th seed in the Western Conference for the final spot. Last year was a push between the 8th. I'm sorry, between the 7th and the 10th. Yeah. I think this year it'll be a push between the 8th and the 11th seed. And I think that it'll be in that area between the Grizzlies, the Mavericks, the Nuggets, and the
Suns?
And the Suns will be in that spot.
I think Pelicans might be
and the Pelicans as well for those last seeds.
Yeah.
And for that last seed. I think that look, Rick Carlisle to me is a top
5 coach in the league right now.
In the league right now, and throughout NBA history, I would put him probably in like my top 25, top 30. I still feel like he did a great job getting where he can get in. To beat that Heat team is like, I'll put it this way: to beat that Heat team was like what Tyronn Lue did against the Warriors.
No, it wasn't.
No, wait a minute. Listen.
Stop
listen.
That.
Well, listen.
Stop that.
Can you let me finish? It's like what Tyronn Lue did against the Warriors if he would have won that series in 6 without the Draymond nut slap. Without Andrew Bogut getting hurt. It's a totally...
No,
yes, it is.
That was the greatest... That technically was the greatest team. Regular season-wise, that was the greatest team of all time.
No, but yes.
No, it wasn't.
Yes,
Stop
yes,
that.
yes,
no,
yes.
No,
But when we talk about talent...
Hold on, wait. LeBron was immobilized from 15 feet out. No.
They took LeBron out of that game.
LeBron took himself out the game because he wasn't that good yet.
No, because
he wasn't that good yet.
No. Because even in the series before versus the Bulls, he was playing his ass off. So I don't want to hear no excuses for LeBron 2011. He got game planned for and got taken out of the game in a way that we have never seen him get game planned for and taken out of the game. So much so to the tune that literally they had to go back and retool the whole offense because he didn't have enough space in the work.
Also, they didn't have other people. They didn't have the shooters that they had.
Rick Carlisle did an amazing job in that series.
Yes. I wouldn't.
The same way I don't take away. The same way I don't take away Tyronn Lue's accomplishments in 2016. I don't think Tyronn Lue is a good coach.
He's a good coach.
But what I'm saying is he was a benefactor of a lot of luck.
He's a good coach, though.
He was a benefactor of a lot of luck, but he's a good coach. Rick Carlisle made his own luck in that Dallas series.
I feel like Ty Lue was a playoff coach.
Look, if I'm in a vacuum, I tell you, Jason Terry at the end of his prime and Jason Kidd on his last leg will be LeBron James and Dwyane Wade when they both top 5 players in the NBA, and Chris Bosh is also on that team and he a top 10 player in the NBA Finals in 6. You'd be like, you're lying.
No, I wouldn't. Who was on the team?
Come on, G.
Who was on the team?
Come on, G.
That's 3 people. It's 2 other people on the court with you. Who was on the team?
Come on,
Who was on the team?
I wish I had one of your hoodies up there.
Who was on the team?
Come on, G.
Who was on the team?
Stop it, G.
Who was on the team?
Stop.
Honestly, bro.
Stop.
When I look at this Dallas roster, I don't think it's out the realm of possibility that they could win 40 games. I don't think it is. You got DJ. DJ said he wants some more offensive responsibility. Well, you got it now. If you want it, you got it now.
Yeah.
Also, DJ is a guy who can sneak around and like not average, but get you 20 points.
Okay.
Randomly, not average. Not average.
Because you also said that Brandon Knight could average 15 points per game on the Rockets earlier, and I was about to go 8.
I didn't say guys 50 points on the Rockets.
No, yes you did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you fucking did.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you.
No, yes, I didn't say average.
Yes, no.
If I said no, hold on, wait.
No. Because everybody's like, no. Because somebody on the internet said, why does he keep saying no? This is why the fuck I keep saying no. Because he say shit
I say he can get you 15 on any given night.
You said he can get you 15 a game. No, stop saying no. When you say
I think he said 15. No, I said 15 in a game.
You say average.
I said 15 in a game.
No, you didn't say in a game. You said he can get you 15 a game.
He can. Obviously not on the Rockets because he's not gonna have the shots, but he can. He's done it before. The man averaged 19 before.
I'm not talking about post ACL. You said this man got a 55 reaction 2K rating. This is what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
So when you say I'm being mad, I'm not being mad. He be saying shit like this. Look, and he forget that he's saying it. Then when I bring it up, he like, what you mean? Like, bro, that's not what I mean. This is like no, say what you mean. Because you said he was gonna give you 15 a game. And I want all y'all to go back and rewind the tape and confirm that I was right.
Whatever. Anyway.
Get out of here.
Anyway.
Stop that.
Also assuming Luka could come in and be who I think Luka is. Shout out Manu. I'm just retired, but I think that he's the guy.
Oh yeah, we gotta talk about Manu at the end of this.
Yeah, but again, I think that, he could be just judging off European players like Manu on steroids.
I disagree with that.
I think
he can be Harden.
Yeah, but Harden is Manu on steroids. Literally, Harden is Manu on steroids. When I look at the prototype for like Manu, for Harden, I look at Manu.
Yeah, true.
Even like the Euro and the moves,
and
like everything.
And the athleticism.
Yeah, like I literally.
Yeah, I mean, I think Manu is.
I think Manu did.
No.
I want to say more athletic.
No, you think Manu's more athletic?
Manu slammed a lot of people. Huh?
You talking about the Doncic or
no,
Harden? No, Harden's more athletic than Manu.
Are we sure about that?
Yeah, Harden's more athletic than Manu, but I think that Manu was craftier, and I think Manu was craftier and used his spacing a lot better than Harden does, which is the same reason why I told you that Harden choked in those games because he didn't show up. You argue me that when Chris Paul left, it reverted back to everything else, but a lot of that comes with knowing what your spacing is. And like I said, Harden is ISO or bust. I think Doncic is more Harden, because I think Doncic has more of the temper and the fever to score. Manu played his role. Harden.
Yeah, but that's because
but this is what I'm saying. But this is what I'm saying. Manu played his role. Harden was never good within that role that he was playing of a Manu type for that OKC team.
That's not true.
Look, I disagree with that. It was true up until the finals, and then you saw him have to go out there. If that was Manu. If that was prime Manu instead of prime Harden, or young Manu instead of young Harden in that situation, completely different story.
I mean, shit, no.
Even at that point in time, but even at that wait a minute. Even at that point in time, before Stephen A. and all these internet shows, podcasts, we existed, all of that. Stephen A. and Skip Bayless used to be on TV arguing with each other. Before Skip was sitting across from Shannon and Stephen A. was sitting across from Max Kellerman, all you 15-year-olds. And I vividly remember Stephen A. talking about how much James Harden did not show up in that 12 finals.
He was terrible.
Exactly. Young Manu not going out there and doing that. No, it's 2012 because they lost in 2011. Young Manu not doing that.
We don't know that.
We saw what young Manu was doing. They was out there winning rings. So I think, look, Manu was craftier and stepped up in those bigger moments. I've still yet to see a big, even Manu in 2017, the game versus Harden with the block.
Good block.
I want to see Doncic be a perfect hybrid of that. I think Doncic is a little bit more of a score first type of point. Type of shooting guard. I think that Dennis Smith Jr. I want the ball in his hands a lot less because I'm not gonna wish anything bad on Dennis Smith Jr. But the way he plays his game reminds me a lot of Derrick Rose, but he's not as good. Somewhat athletic, not as fast. No, wait a minute. Yeah, he athleticism. He's my D-Rose. Bro, he's my height jumping out the gym.
Yeah, but not D-Rose. Yeah.
No, I didn't say speed. I said athleticism. He is athletic as hell. He don't have no one in NBA history has the speed Derrick Rose had when Derrick Rose had that speed. Derrick Rose mixed the speed with athleticism and with explosiveness at the rim. Dennis Smith is athletic and explosive, but he played like a bonehead sometime to me. He got to grow up. He can't shoot that well to me, and I don't want the ball in his hands all the time.
I agree. I think
I want the ball in Doncic's hands. I want them to play more like Harden and CP3 play, where the ball is really in CP3's hands now, but Harden is still getting his off. And that's how I want them to play.
Which is why I'm encouraged by this team. And also, you still got...
I'm sorry. Harden is still getting his off, and also CP3 still getting his off.
Which is why I'm encouraging this team. So, you bring in DJ. No matter what you think about DJ, DJ is what arguably probably at this point top 50 centers in NBA history.
Yeah. He was an all-star, yeah.
Probably maybe top 50. So you got a solid center in DJ, and also you need that because you got Doncic out there and you got Dennis Smith out there. A lot of people gonna be coming to the rim. It's gonna be a lot of people.
Yeah.
He might average 2.5 blocks. And he gonna have all the opportunity.
And you got Dirk.
He gonna have he might average 3 blocks
all around the court.
He might average 3 blocks.
And Wesley Matthews had a torn Achilles.
Look. And you got Harrison Barnes out there. He gonna have a chance to block a lot of shots, so you need that. But think about Harrison Barnes. I think what gave you 19 points last year. He's a guy, especially if you're playing with somebody who can get him more open shots like Doncic. Maybe he can get you 20. You pay him $94 million. I think that at the very least, you expect him, if we're winning, for him to give me 20.8, maybe 21 points.
I'll put it this way: I think that at their ceiling, Doncic and Harrison Barnes could be what Ray Allen and Big Dog were in Milwaukee.
I don't mind that.
And that is good enough to get you to the playoffs.
I mean, like a different version.
But also you got to think about it. At that same point in time, wasn't Sam Cassell on that team, on that Bucks team? right?
Yeah.
So imagine Dennis.
I think Tim Thomas was there too.
Yeah. So imagine a Dennis Smith Jr. like a young guy with that athleticism. If he can pull it together with those types of guys in that type of combo. And if y'all don't know who Big Dog is, I don't want to talk basketball.
And look, they got Giannis' brother on here.
Little young Giannis.
Now look, I don't know much about him.
Also, I just want to say we've been talking about the Mavericks right now for 16 minutes. So if you want to talk, if you ever say watch more basketball to us, we gonna come to your house. We gonna pull up YouTube and we gonna ask you who certain players is. And if you don't know who they are, you getting out.
Look,
your own house.
I don't know much about him, but if he got any of Giannis genes in him, that can't be a bad thing.
Honestly, I was very surprised that he fell as far as he did.
The man
in the
is 6'10", 197. So if he got any type of Giannis in him, that bodes well for the future. Also, you still look. I really like Jalen Brunson. Jalen Brunson's a point guard. Yeah. He's from Illinois. He's not from Chicago, but he's from Illinois. Went to Villanova.
You talked about him a lot.
He's just a good point guard. He plays the point guard position really well, especially with JJ Barea being up in age. You also got Devin Harris out there. You need a young guy that you can bring up and groom. I think those are two good point guards for him to be able to learn from guys who've been around the league for a minute. Just learn how to, again, I think he already know. I think he was a 3-year player, 4-year player at Nova. So he has a good
college basketball.
So he has a good idea already of how to settle up, game down, and run an offense. And all of Villanova players are pretty good. Like, look at him. Hart, second round pick, he's a solid player. So I think Bronson's the guy who could be a solid pro, especially when you need somebody to play 10, 15 minutes a night, take a little bit of the pressure off on Doncic. But yeah, man, I really, and you got Dwight Powell. So if you got Dwight Powell, so obviously you don't want to start Dwight Powell. He's not good enough to necessarily start. But if I got DJ starting and I want to sit him down because DJ gets in foul trouble and I need somebody else to go out there, or maybe he's not hitting free throws, I can put Dwight Powell out there. He's still a guy who can athletic, catch a lob, rebound the ball, block a shot.
What's the tall light skinned dude with the name? With
Measuring.
Yeah, Measuring. Yeah.
They got look.
I mean, look. They have a team full of quality bench guys.
Yes, big men too.
And they have a team full of quality bench guys and big men. The problem is they got young guys that gotta like show up and hoop. If all the young guys, including Harrison Barnes, because he's still young.
I mean, he gave you 19 last year.
That's what I'm saying. He's still not even in his prime.
Yeah, I know.
So if all the young guys show up and hoop, hey. But let's go ahead.
Real quick. Final thought. Super light bold prediction. I think if the Mavericks are like a team that's playing, really, really good, Harrison Barnes has a chance to be an all-star. If he can go out there and get you like 21.
DJ will be an all-star before he will be.
Depends on how good he does. See, again,
DJ is a big name. He's coming from LA. They want him to. He's on a 1-year deal. They're gonna want him to stay. If DeAndre Jordan goes out there and puts up like 18 and 12 or 17 and 12,
18 and 12, you should be all-star.
Exactly. Fair. Especially over Draymond Green, who's been stealing all-star appearances for the past couple years. I'm sorry, but
2 years.